Welcome back everyone. I've been doing so many iPhone XS comparisons when the iPhone 13s came out, and even now I'm comparing the photos and videos and all that good stuff, the quality of those photos and videos between them. And here's the thing, the iPhone XS is such a surprising iPhone to me, and it actually still amazes me. Now, first of all, I do want to say the iPhone 13s I think are the better phones between all of the iPhones that have came out so far. So if you have the money or if you're trying to figure out which iPhone you want to pick up, I would recommend picking up something like an iPhone 13 or something. But here's the thing, the iPhone XS, the build quality between a XS and an iPhone 13 was so similar that I was just kind of surprised. Even with an iPhone 8 Plus, those phones are so similar in the build quality department that it's very surprising to me that Apple would go ahead and make these phones so similar in that sense. Now, on top of that, you have a phone like an iPhone XS that has that gesture-based design. And as I mentioned before, that is one of the biggest differentiating factors from an iPhone from before gestures to gestures now. So I will tell you, if you have an iPhone that has gesture-based design from the iPhone 10 onwards, including the iPhone XS, you are going to be super surprised how good of a performing phone you have when it comes down to that specific device. Now, I do want to add that quite possibly getting something like an iPhone 13 is going to be faster and smoother here and there, but like I mentioned, having a device with that gesture-based design is pretty impressive. Now, on top of that, the performance between an iPhone XS and an iPhone 13 was so similar as well. I'm so surprised how the iPhone XS holds up, and a big thing to keep in mind is that the iPhone XS has gone down in value and price so much. You can pick it up for I think like less than $400 in so many places, but on top of that, a really interesting thing is that the iPhone XS was actually the first iPhone to bring 4 GB of RAM. So why is that important? Well, Apple has still maintained that same amount of RAM in pretty much every single device, for their base models. So when you look at the iPhone 13, you look at the iPhone 12, and you look at the iPhone 11s, the base models of all those all had 4 GB of RAM. So it may not be like a crazy big thing for you, but it's very interesting that Apple continued to support these phones and push out 4 GB of RAM in each one of them, even though they could probably go on further and move on from there. But I think that's honestly pretty interesting as well. Now, on top of that, a phone like the iPhone 13, of course it's perfect and it has all this crazy cool feature and everything like that, but I still think the iPhone XS is very impressive. The battery life didn't hold up quite well. That's one area where I wasn't super happy about, but the camera quality really surprised me. That 4K at 60 on the back is still very relevant. The 1080p at 60 on the front is still very good as well. And definitely what I'll tell you is that if you want to pick up an iPhone that's going to last you for the next couple of years, I really do think that the iPhone XS is one of those iPhones that will probably surprise you. For me personally, it amazed me, and I do think for you, if you are coming from like an iPhone 6 or iPhone 7 or 8, the iPhone XS is an easy W in my opinion, and I'd recommend you guys to pick it up for sure. So that pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.